exactly how Tony turned 1 million naira to 5 million naira in passive income just in 5 years. For context, Tony was not rich. He was not earning in millions. In fact, just 3 years ago, he was just like every other average Nigerian, saving his money in the bank. But then, he made a smart move. Instead of letting inflation eat up the money he was saving in the bank, Tony decided to use that 1 million naira he was saving to buy land. But here is the twist. He didn't just let that land sit there. He turned it into an income-producing farmland. And today, that 1 million naira investment have made Tony over 5 million naira in passive income, paying him every single year. So how did he do it? And how can you do it too? Stay with me because I'm going to be breaking down the exact step Tony followed. But before we dive right in, subscribe to this channel for more game-changing investment tips that we share on this channel. And also like this video so that more people like you can see this video and also gain more information like you are. Now, back to the story. Tony has saved 1 million naira. And like every Nigerian, he thought about buying land to keep and then waiting for it to appreciate for years, then sell it for profits. But instead of just holding land, Tony asked himself this question: how can I make money from land while it is also appreciating? And that's when he discovered agricultural real estate, a very smart way of turning land into cash flow. So instead of buying land in expensive urban areas, Tony looked for cheap but very high potential farmlands in areas like Ogun, Uyo, where agricultural investments are booming. He found 2 acres of land for just 1 million naira. But instead of leaving it empty, Tony did something different. Most landowners just sit and wait for their lands to appreciate for them to sell. But Tony did something different. He turned this land into an agricultural asset that pays him every single year. And here is how he did it smartly in 3 simple steps. 1. He leased the land to farmers. Instead of farming this land himself, Tony partnered with local farmers who were looking for land to cultivate plantain and maize. He had a 3 years lease agreement with him, and every single year, this particular lease agreement was fetching him 200,000 naira. 2. He didn't just stop at leasing his farm. He partnered with agro-businesses who used the remaining part of his farm to cultivate crops. They managed this farm from planting up to the harvest and the sales of his produce, and also using some of this produce for their businesses as well. And for this, Tony got 30% of the profits made from his farm every single year. This was earning him an additional 1.5 million naira yearly. Come on, this is so brilliant. 3. His land kept on appreciating. So while Tony was making his money from his land, something was also happening. The value of this land was also appreciating because more investors were now getting interested in that location. And within 3 years, the value of an acre of land in that location moved from 500,000 naira to 2.5 million naira per acre. And this meant that Tony's 2 acre, which was formerly worth 1 million naira, is now worth 5 million naira. And this same land has already paid him millions of naira in farm profit. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this is so great for Tony, but can I still start with 1 million naira in this 2025? The answer is yes. And here is how you can get started today. Step 1, find high growth agricultural zones, areas like Ogun, Oyo, and some part of Lagos that are booming with agricultural investments. 2, buy land in these areas that already have a huge demand for agricultural produce. 3, lease your farm to local farmers and agro businesses. 4, don't just stop at leasing your farm. Have an agreement with these agro businesses and farmers for shared profits. And finally, hold your land as it appreciates in value. With this particular strategy, you don't just own land, you create a powerful income generating asset even while you are waiting for appreciation. Now, if you're ready to start your own agricultural real estate investment and you need an expert guidance, then book a one-on-one strategy call with me. Check the link in the description. And of course, don't forget to like this video so that more people like you can get a hold of this information. Subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss our money-making real estate tips that we continuously share in this channel. I will see you in the next video. gbadokwe n'anya o ka ọ dị